Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2 presents Phoenix Rising. A look at today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix game. And now, to the NLWN2 studio for Phoenix Rising.
Hello and welcome to Phoenix Rising, playoff style. Rick Olson here in the NLWN2 studio, and we're very excited to bring you the Chippewa Valley Phoenix, who are entering the Northern Lights Football League playoffs round one with a 10-6 overall and a 6-3 record in the Northern Lights Football League as they take on the River City Rough Riders, who are currently 8-2 overall and 8-1 in the NLFL. The Phoenix are coming off a pair of forfeit wins over the Northfield Vipers and the Whiteside County Chargers back on July 13th, and the Rough Riders are coming off a forfeit win over the Central Wisconsin Bandits also on July 13th. Now, coming up in this edition of Phoenix Rising, we'll take a look at today's matchup between the Phoenix and the Rough Riders. Then we'll get a coach's perspective on today's game in Coach's Corner. Then we'll send it out to Paul Giel Field in Winona, Minnesota, where our broadcast crew will bring you all the play-by-play action of today's first round playoff game. That's all coming up right after this brief timeout as you're tuned to Phoenix Rising on NLWN2.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Welcome back to Phoenix Rising. Today, the Chippewa Valley Phoenix will open NLFL playoff action as they take on the River City Rough Riders from Paul Giel Field in Winona. Now, the last time these two teams met was back on June 29th, where the Phoenix were defeated 40-6 by the River City Rough Riders in a game where the Phoenix showed good effort but were simply overpowered. Now, in that game, the Phoenix initially tried to utilize their rushing attack but found tough sledding against the Rough Riders. The yards the Phoenix could accumulate were limited through their passing attack at best. Now, the Phoenix defense kept the game close in the first half, highlighted by an interception by Demetrius Bennett to halt a Rough Rider drive just prior to the 2-minute warning in the first half.
Waiting for the snap in the pistol. Three-step drop, looking over the middle. He's got a receiver. It's intercepted by the Phoenix. Taking it out is Demetrius Bennett. He's out across the 45, and he stepped out at the 44. And now we have penalty markers come flying.
The Phoenix defense continued to play strong and attempt to keep the game within reach, such as this play by Russell Hayden on a 3rd and 3 early in the second half.
Some points on the board. Here's a give straight up the middle and taken down. Met as soon as the ball got there. Josh Young on the carry, and he ends up losing 4 yards on the play.
The Phoenix lone score came with just over 10 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Bird drops back. He rolls. He's still scrambling. Steps up, still scrambling. Keeps it himself. He fires deep. He's got a receiver. He's got Cameo King into the end zone for a Phoenix touchdown.
That made the game a one-score game at 14-6, but from then on it was all Rough Riders. Now, in that game, the Phoenix ran 46 plays on offense compared with 62 for the Rough Riders. The rushing attack went the wrong way with a minus 23 yards on 23 carries. The Phoenix were 8 for 23 in the air for 100 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Defensively, the Phoenix gave up 176 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, as well as 239 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air. Now today, the Phoenix will be facing the defending Spring Football National Champion River City Rough Riders. The Rough Riders have been led through the air by Alex Benson, who's compiled a passer rating of over 88 with just under 2,000 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. On the ground, leading the way for the Rough Riders has been Davian Clay, who is rushing for nearly 650 yards and 7 touchdowns for an average of over 6 yards per carry. Jalonzo Jackson is the Riders' leading receiver with over 40 receptions on the year, along with 6 touchdowns. Defensively, Aaron Taylor leads the way in tackles with over 50 solo and 23 assists for a combined total of 73 total tackles. Todd Bland and John Good follow with 47 total tackles each. Good is leading in sacks with 8, followed by Terronte Wilson with 5. Now, coming up next on Phoenix Rising, I caught up with the Phoenix coaching staff at Phoenix Coffee in downtown Eau Claire and had a chance to talk about today's game. That's coming up on Coach's Corner as you're tuned to Phoenix Rising on NLWN 2.
If your estate isn't looking quite estate-like, let Midwest Environmental Consultants landscape your estate right up to snuff with installation of retaining walls, brick patios, foundation planting beds, and so much more. Then they'll keep it that way with their expert lawn care service. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 608-468-2067. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your estate the showplace of the neighborhood.
Time now to get a coach's perspective on today's game as we discuss it over a cup of coffee on Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner with the Phoenix coaches is recorded at Phoenix Coffee on North Barstow Street in Eau Claire. And now Coach's Corner.
Once again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the nice folks here at Phoenix Coffee in downtown Eau Claire for hosting us on Coach's Corner. And again, it just seemed really appropriate. If we're going to talk with Phoenix coaches, we might as well do it at Phoenix Coffee. Definitely. It just makes sense. And today on Coach's Corner, once again, we're being joined by the Phoenix Special Teams Coordinator, Jim North. And Coach, before we get too much into today's really important playoff game, let's take a look way back at the last time the Phoenix played, which was about 3 weeks ago, when they took on the Buffalo Ridge Wildcats and came away with a 48-6 victory. Your comments about that game, if you can remember back that far.
I can remember. We played a heck of a game. We had them shut down all the way until mid to late third, fourth quarter, and I think we did darn good. I just hope we can continue that.
Well, the Phoenix offense seemed to find their running attack again, but they went 223 yards on 22 carries. That's just over 10 yards per carry. With production like that, you can do a lot of things. Your thoughts about that?
I think we continue doing that, keep doing that, running the ball, and it'll help maybe in the playoff game here this week.
Now, Herschel Brazel led the way on the ground with 105 yards on 8 carries and 2 touchdowns, but he wasn't the only one toting the luggage that day, as Joaquin Bird picked up another 54 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Tanner Walker added another 46 yards, and his were all right up the middle, carrying 3 and 4 bodies with him as he went. Talk a little about the kind of flexibility that three-headed monster gives the Phoenix.
Give more chances for play-action pass. It actually opens more doors than closing them. We can actually move the ball a lot better that way.
Now, the Phoenix passing attack showed just enough to keep the defense honest and not be able to load the box. I mean, if you've got a potent rushing attack, the natural tendency is for a defensive coordinator to say, yeah, we're going to put 8 in the box and see if they can run it. Well, the Phoenix showed just enough passing attack to keep a defense from being able to do that. And from what I understand, is this the form of an offense that we should expect to see out of the Phoenix from here on?
Yeah, I believe that's what we're going to go with.
So, pass to make the run go.
Exactly.
Okay. The Phoenix defense played their usual really solid performance, holding the Wildcats to only 93 yards of total offense, including minus 13 yards in rushing. A few comments about the play of the defense and how it's progressed this season.
The defense has really stepped up their game. I mean, they started off strong, but they're getting stronger and stronger every week. They're they're closing the rundown, and they're getting better at coverage on the deep ball.
Now for the reason we're here. It's playoff time. And the Phoenix are going to be taking on the River City Rough Riders. And the tough part about that is the Rough Riders have pretty much dominated the Phoenix twice already this year. But they're just football players like the Phoenix are, and so they aren't perfect. They do have strengths, so they're a good football team. What are some of the strengths that the Phoenix are going to have to focus on?
We got to watch their passing attack. They got some pretty good receivers I see out there.
Okay. Now, are there some tendencies that they have that the Phoenix might be able to capitalize upon?
We could actually get to the quarterback a lot better, I think, too. If we can get to the quarterback, it'll shut down the doors on that. They're not, I mean, they can run, but I don't think they run as good as they could.
Phoenix held some practice earlier this last week, and what was the general attitude at practice about, they've played the Rough Riders twice. They've kind of been stomped on by the Rough Riders twice. What was the feeling at practice about having to face them again?
I think they're ready this time around, the guys. I think they want to show that they can actually put them down. They want to show that they can actually beat the Rough Riders at their game. I mean, I don't think the Rough Riders are actually as great as, their record may indicate. They do have flaws, and we're going to have to exploit those.
Now, there is the old adage that when you play a team 3 times, beating them 3 times in a row is really difficult. And one of the things that we should keep in mind is that, especially in the last meeting between the Phoenix and the Rough Riders, that game was a 1-score game well into the third quarter, and then basically the defense got worn out. But in this game, you're going to have your full complement of running backs, which you didn't have the last time they played. And so hopefully that should be able to establish some sustained drives and give the defense a bit of a break. Your thoughts about how that combination is going to work?
Well, the combination of the 3-headed monster with the runners, that's going to be great because we didn't have that the last 2 times against the Rough Riders, and it should slow the Rough Riders down a lot and maybe open up some more doors for us to get on top of them.
Well, Coach North, hopefully the Phoenix are going to get another opportunity to play by defeating the Rough Riders today, and I want to thank you for joining us on Coach's Corner. Stay tuned. Coming up next is more of Phoenix Rising.
You've been enjoying a cup of coffee while talking a little football with one of the Phoenix coaches on Coach's Corner, recorded at Phoenix Coffee on North Barstow Street in Eau Claire. Stay tuned, more of Phoenix Rising is coming right up.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ballgame.
Our next game will be on Sunday, July 28th, as the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader from Cinder City Park in Altoona, Wisconsin. Coverage begins with the In the Dugout show at 12 noon, followed by live play-by-play action. That's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on Sunday, July 28th on NLWN TV.
Welcome back to Phoenix Rising, and we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's opening round of the NLFL playoff in the contest between the 6-3 Chippewa Valley Phoenix and the 8-1 River City Rough Riders. Now let's review the NLFL standings to see how the playoff matches were determined. In the Northeast Division, in first place, it went to the 7-2 Wisconsin Ravens. Tied for second at 2 games back are the Fox River Raiders and the Manitowoc Mariners, both teams at 5-4. By virtue of a tiebreaker, the Mariners will be in the playoffs. The Brown County Blackjacks finished in fourth place at 2-7. In the Northwest Division, first place finds the River City Rough Riders with an 8-1 record. 2 games back were the Chippewa Valley Phoenix, who finished at 6-3. Third place was the Central Wisconsin Bandits at 0-8, while fourth place found the Northfield Vipers, who were 0-9. In the Southeast Division, it was the Illinois Cowboys capturing the division title with an 8-1 record. They were followed by the 7-2 Midwest Warriors. The Rock River Rampage finished in third at 4-5, while the Southern Lakes Blue Devils were in fourth at 0-9. In the Southwest Division, it was the Madison Mad Dogs in first place at 8-1, with the Tri-City Bulldogs 3.5 games back with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses and a tie. While in third place were the Midwestern Wildcats with a 3-5-1 record, and fourth place belonged to the Wisconsin Wolfpack at 1-7. Now today marks the opening round of the NLFL playoffs, where the top 2 teams in each division qualifying for the playoffs. In the divisional round, which is today, the number 2 team will travel to the number 1 team in each division. The winners of those 4 games will meet next weekend, with the 2 North divisions meeting and the 2 South divisions meeting for their respective conference championships. The 2 conference champions will meet on August 10th for the NLFL championship. Today's matchup sees the Manitowoc Mariners traveling to the Wisconsin Ravens in the Northeast Division, while the Chippewa Valley Phoenix travel to the River City Rough Riders in the Northwest Division. In the Southeast Division, the Illinois Cowboys will host the Midwest Warriors, and in the Southwest Division, the Tri-City Bulldogs will have a dogfight when they travel to the Madison Mad Dogs. The winners will meet next Saturday, August 3rd, for the conference championships. Now, coming up next, we'll wrap up Phoenix Rising and get you ready for today's battle with the Rough Riders. You're tuned to Phoenix Rising on NLWN 2.
When you take 35 years of authentic Japanese recipes and mix it with the right environment, you know you've arrived at Tokyo. Tokyo Japanese Restaurant at 2426 London Road in Eau Claire has been the Chippewa Valley's premier Japanese restaurant and is known for having an authentic teppanyaki experience. Looking for a unique place to host a corporate event or party? The team at Tokyo will create an unforgettable event. Call today to book an event or make a reservation by calling 715-834-0313. That's Tokyo Japanese Restaurant in Eau Claire.
Welcome back to Phoenix Rising. Today, the Phoenix have accomplished one of their preseason goals by qualifying for the NLFL playoffs. The Phoenix will be facing the River City Rough Riders, a team which has defeated the Phoenix twice during the regular season. The Phoenix feel that although the scores may not have shown it, they were competitive in both of those games. The Phoenix are also relying on the old adage that defeating a team 3 times in a row is extremely difficult. Therefore, this could be a good time for an upset. The Rough Riders are trying to earn an eventual return to the NLFL championship game and a potential rematch with the Illinois Cowboys. To do that, they need a win today. So it all adds up to some exciting NLFL playoff action right here on NLWN2. Now, in just a few moments, we'll send it out to our broadcast crew at Paul Giel Field in Winona, and we'll have all of today's play-by-play action for you coming up next. You've been tuned to Phoenix Rising on NLWN2.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
You've been tuned to Phoenix Rising with a look at today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Chippewa Valley Phoenix football.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Sladen's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Sladen's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Sladen's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Sladen's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Sladen's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2 proudly present the Northern Lights Football League.
Chippewa Valley Phoenix football is on the air. Join us as the Phoenix strive to rise in the Northern Lights Football League. And now, out to the stadium for coverage of today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix football game.
Then we have both. Okay, I want to introduce the Rough Riders individually. Let's start with
there we go.
92.
Helps if I push the button.
Morgan.
We're at Paul Giel Field, Minnesota, and the Rough Riders held a clinic earlier today
Houston.
for youth players, and they're all out there at the 50-yard line after
Number
they all got
58.
introduced and allowed to
Chad
rush out
Hines.
onto the field. And now the Rough Riders are being
Number
introduced,
52.
and we'll turn it over to the public address
James
system and
Williams.
listen to that.
Number 44, James Washington. Number 43, John Good. And wearing number 35 today is Michael Brooks. Number 33, Marmar Liggins. Number 30, Reggie Horace. Number 29, Tay Baisley. Number 28, UJ Wilkerson. Number 26, Catlin Donnelly. Number 25, Todd Bland. Number 24, Ray Liggins. Wearing number 22, Jeffrey Peoples. Number 21, Akeem Peterson. Number 18, Malik Davidson. Number 17, Ryan Hoskins. Number 14, Tracy Samuels. Number 13, Javante Davis. Number 11, Josh Young. Also number 11, Darnell Rocket. Number 10, Jared Consala. Number 9, Terrante Wilson. Number 8, Aaron Ace Taylor. Number 7, Jelonzo Jackson. Number 6, the old man, Marvin Hooker. Number 5, Jaquane Hodges. Also number 5, Willie McCaleb. Wearing number 4 is Monte Nelson. Number 3 is Kari Dorsey. Number 2, Alex Benson. Number 1, Devion Clay. And 00, AC Riley.
Okay, and so that's the Rough Riders being introduced to the audience, and I'm Rick Olson along with Ann Monroe on the computer. Dan Petchow is on the camera today, and we're getting ready to bring you round 1 of the NLFL playoffs as the Chippewa Valley Phoenix take on the River City Rough Riders from here in Winona, Minnesota. Rough Riders come in with a league record of 8 wins and 1 loss, and the Phoenix come in with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses. So we're about ready to have the coin toss down on the field. We're waiting for the captains to appear. Then we'll have the national anthem, and we'll be ready for the start of today's activities. 90 warm degrees in Winona with the wind out of the south at about 12 miles an hour. The feels-like temperature when you're not on the field is 95 degrees, but down on that artificial turf surface, you're looking at temperatures that are going to be well over 100 degrees for the players in all those pads. So it's going to be a warm one. Hopefully the players are going to stay well hydrated. I suspect we'll have some cramps and so on for some of these players before the game is done. Pretty typical situation. And the captains are now meeting out at midfield. And we're getting ready for the toss of the coin, and they tossed it. It looks like the Phoenix won the toss. And they have deferred. And the Phoenix would like to kick with the wind. Wind is blowing from south to north, so the Phoenix will defend the south end zone and be kicking off to start the first half. So we're just about ready to get things underway, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff right after this timeout on NLWN 2. And we're back here at Winona. Paul Giel Field as the Phoenix will be kicking off to start this game. Phoenix have taken on the Rough Riders twice this year, and the Rough Riders ended up with lopsided scores in both games. And going to tee up the ball for the Phoenix is Jacob Brown. Sets his tee on the 45-yard line, and it's time to turn it over for the national anthem. And there's the playing of our national anthem, and it has already played over in Paris, as we understand that the men's 4x100 freestyle swimming team took the gold in Paris today in the Olympics. First full day of competition in the Olympics. So the U.S. off to a pretty good start. And we're about ready to get a pretty good start to this football game. How's that, Ann, for a segue? And I'm getting a thumbs up from Ann.
A just want you to know, it's 90 here, it's 20 degrees hotter, at least on the field.
Yeah, I hadn't looked this up, and she said it's, according to the information she can find, it's on an artificial surface like here in Winona. It's approximately 20 degrees warmer there than it is air temperature around the field, and the air temperature here is 90 degrees, so it's very easily 110 degrees down there on the field.
Thank goodness they have access to the ice machines here. A lot of times we don't.
And Jacob Brown is getting ready to kick off. Rough Riders have a couple people back deep to receive. Javante Davis back there. He picks up the ball at about the 20. He's out to the 30. He's out to the 40. He's got a little bit of room. Got out to the 45-yard line where he's taken down by Jacob Brown right there at the 45, and that's where they're going to spot it. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders as we are underway. And looks like they're going to spot it on the 46. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. They got to get the chain gang set. Now they're set, and the Rough Riders come up to the line of scrimmage. Alex Benson at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He's got Davian Clay as his running back. And he puts a man in motion, quick pitch, and they do a reverse and back to Benson. He throws it out to the left side and being taken down in the backfield for a loss of about 5 yards is Jelonzo Jackson. They put Jackson in motion, pitched it to him. He pitched to another man coming around who pitched it back to Benson, who threw it over to Jelonzo Jackson and got tackled for a 5-yard loss. In fact, it's a 6-yard loss, so 2nd down, 16. If you haven't noticed, the down distance and quarter lights are not working on the scoreboard, so we won't have them on our scorebug either. So you'll just have to rely on my math, which is sometimes reliable. Benson gives the ball to Clay. Clay weaves his way up to about the 45-yard line. Gain of 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
Picks up his 6 that we lost,
So the Rough Riders try, well, now they're going no huddle. They try a little bit of razzle-dazzle on the first play to see if they could catch the Phoenix flat-footed, and the Phoenix were having none of that. Riders at the line of scrimmage. Give it to Clay. Clay across the 50, and he gets taken down at the 49-yard line of the Phoenix. It's going to bring up 4th and 5.
Ball looks like it will be spotted on the 49.
So for our fourth down and 5 for the Rough Riders. They've got to get to the 44. Phoenix jump off sides, and they blew the play dead. And they're saying that it's encroachment on the Phoenix. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Tough break that time for the Phoenix because they had the Rough Riders in a 4th down situation, and by that jumping off sides, it should give them a 1st down. It's going to be close.
Outside from the 5, very close to a 1st down.
And they mark it 1st down. They said, move the chains.
4th and half a yard possibly.
They're looking. And it's going to be 4th down and inches. 4th and inches for the Rough Riders. Jacob Brown playing the defensive end on the near side. And now he's saying it was a 1st down, move the chains. So it's 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. And I understand why the chain gang was confused. They were getting mixed signals from the officials. The judge on the far side was saying it was short, but the referee said it was first down. Handoff, taking it around the left side, and a gain of about 2 by Davian Clay. In fact, I think they're going to mark it at the 43, so it's only a gain of 1. Second down, 9. It's a short 9, but second and 9. Riders come up to the line. Split out to the near side is Malik Davison. Benson takes a snap. He rolls to his right. Keeps it himself. Turns it upfield. Loses the ball, and it's recovered. I think the Phoenix got it. Down around the 35-yard line. And we got to wait till they unstack the pile. It looked like the Phoenix might have snuck in under there and got that ball. And it's Phoenix ball. Fumble recovered by Herschel Brazel. So that's at the 35-yard line. With 11:50 to go in the first quarter. And the Phoenix come up to the line of scrimmage. Splitting out wide to the near side is Preston Buss. And gives straight up the middle to Tanner Walker, who gets across the 35 out to about the 36-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about a yard.
Half a yard, I'm guessing. Second and 9.
He'll bring up second down, 9 yards to go, maybe 8, depending on where they end up marking it. Nope, second and 9. Ball's on the 36. Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. Joaquin Bird at quarterback. Takes a snap. Gives it to Tanner Walker up the middle again. He bangs some heads together and picks up a couple more yards.
Your hook was in on that tackle.
Looks like he got it out to about the 38-yard line. And so that's going to be a gain of 2. And it's third down and 7.
Like to thank two brothers.
And the Phoenix come up to the line again.
Thank you for your sponsorships.
They have slot receivers on both sides. Bird takes a snap. Drops back, looks downfield. He's in trouble. Scrambles. Got loose. He's going to keep it himself. Gets up across the 45, and he's got enough for the first down out to the 48-yard line. And Joaquin Bird gets a gain of 10 yards on the play. That's going to bring up first and down for the Phoenix at their own 48. Bird dropped back. Nobody was open. And
first down on 48.
So he kept it himself. As we said, Preston Buss is in there at a wide receiver. Also coming out to the near side is Sage Weiss. He'll be our Viking profile person today at halftime. And we have a false start going to be called against the Phoenix. Bird tried to go with the hard count, except it backfired and went the other way. Cameo King is a wide receiver, has been splitting out to the wide side, to the far side, I should say. I'll have to look and see who the person is in the slot there. So it'll be 1st and 15.
Started on Phoenix.
So 1st and 15 as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
That will bring up 1st and 15.
Cameo King going out wide to the right. Bus is wide to the left. Weiss is in the slot on the left. Play action pass. Bird drops back, looking. Still looking, and he's tucking it, and he gets back out to about the 45-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of, they're going to mark it a gain of 1. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 14 yards to go.
2nd and 14.
$8:30 to go in the first quarter. Lamar Graves is the slot receiver on the far side for the Phoenix. And the Phoenix come up to the line. Walker in the backfield along with Bird. 2nd and 14. Bird drops back. He's looking downfield. He's under some pressure. They collapse the pocket. He's still under pressure. He's still on his feet, though. Fires the ball downfield. He's got a receiver, and that's going to be Lamar Graves taken down at about the 48-yard line. I think they're going to mark it at the 47. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Phoenix. Joaquin Bird keeps dropping back, and it gets kind of scary back there because the Rough Riders are showing pretty good discipline on their rush. They aren't over-pursuing. They're maintaining the shape of the pocket, but just collapsing it all the time, which gives Bird not very many places to go with it. All right, Phoenix come up to the line. 3rd and 11. We have a penalty marker on the play. Bird's running around in the backfield, throws it out in the flat. It's incomplete, intended for Herschel Brazel. And we'll have to see what the penalty's about. Came at about the time the ball was snapped. They're talking to Dan Bridges on the Rough Rider sideline. Illegal shift by the Phoenix, and the penalties decline, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 11.
And it brings up 4th and 11. I'd like to take this time to thank these in Best Kept Porta Potties, Driftwood Facts. Thank you for your sponsorships.
Phoenix in punt formation. Ball goes back to Brown, and he gets a kick away, and it's a nice kick. It's going to hit at about the 4 and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. That was Armar Liggins back there to watch it go into the end zone. So the ball goes over to the Rough Riders, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, and we'll take this time out on NLWN 2.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
From homemade sauce to dough that's made fresh and the specialty meats and real mozzarella cheese, Sammy's at 2812 London Road has the recipe for the best pizza in town and has been Eau Claire's go-to pizza place since 1957. Sammy's not only offers award-winning pizza, but their menu includes burgers, sandwiches, chicken and much more. The next time you're in the mood to head out for dinner, drop into Eau Claire's only Hall of Fame pizza parlor, Sammy's Pizza, 2812 London Road in Eau Claire, or call it 715-831-1300.
And I believe following the punt, the officials called a water break for both teams, as they will do today quite often, I suspect, as it is warm and toasty. Now, Dan is right in front of the press box, and where he is, he's actually in the shade, and there's a nice breeze right where he is, so it's not so bad there. It's pretty stifling in the press box here. Rough Riders have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they're at the line of scrimmage. Benson at quarterback, waiting for the snap, takes it, drops back, looks out into the flat, keeps rolling and keeps looking, throws a short one, it's incomplete. That was intended for Jelonzo Jackson. It's going to bring up 2nd down 10. He had nobody open down deep, so he tried to dump it off to Jackson and put it right at his feet. So 2nd and 10. Oh, there was a penalty on the Phoenix for, I think they said 12 men on the field. So, as a result of the penalty, I believe it's 1st and 5. The down box, yeah, he's fixing it now. I'll be honest, I did not see the flag come in. Phoenix brings their defense up as the Rough Riders are at the line of scrimmage. Gives straight up and heading over to the left side, getting it out to about the 30-yard line is Davion Clay. It's going to bring up 2nd and about a yard. No, they marked it 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30. He just barely got to the 30-yard line. That's the 2nd 1st down for the Rough Riders. So they come up to the line. They put a man in motion. They pitch it, and the ball's recovered by the Phoenix. And coming in and picking up the loose ball was Nate Wilson. As the ball was loose on the ground, they tried to do an inside handoff, and they're saying it was a fumble. The Rough Riders are claiming it should be an incomplete pass. And they may have a leg to stand on here. But the officials are huddling about it. And that's what they're waving, is an incomplete pass against the Rough Riders. So it's going to bring up 2nd down 10 for the Rough Riders at the 30-yard line. Yeah, that handoff, it wasn't a handoff, it was a short pitch forward, which counts as a forward pass, and it hit the ground, and so it's an incomplete forward pass. It was exciting, just didn't work out in the Phoenix benefit. It's hot enough, they could be the Fevers today.
Not kidding.
Benson has him at the line. He drops back, looks over to the right. He's got a receiver, and he's taken down at the 41-yard line. That is complete to Malik Davison. And it's going to be a first down, gain of 11.
Is that a sandwich tackle?
First and 10. And timeout called by the Phoenix. So with a timeout on the field, we have no score from Winona on NLWN 2.
Menominee Eye and Optical can help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comro provide comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract or LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, and so much more. In addition, Menominee Eye and Optical's experienced opticians will help guide you to the highest quality eyewear for the best value. That's Menominee Eye and Optical, 520 Wilson Avenue in Menominee, where they specialize in quality personalized care for you and your family.
From concept to creation, the Visual Identity Vault is your complete design headquarters for all of your business and brand identity needs. We offer precision production, meticulous screen printing for vibrant, durable prints. Our plans are tailored to you, apparel and merchandise for businesses, teams, and individuals. We have streamlined solutions, hassle-free web store setup. We handle orders and payments. Ready to elevate your brand? Contact us to get your custom creation started today at the Visual Identity Vault at tvivmn.com, 507-238-9793. Let's make your mark together.
We're back here at Winona, Paul Giel Field. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Rough Riders with the ball, first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Alex Benson in the pistol. Davion Clay shifts over to the left side behind him. Benson drops back, rolls to his right, throws it downfield, and pass is broken up. And it was broken up by Sammy McBride. Pass was intended for Jelonzo Jackson, and McBride was right there on the coverage. That's going to bring up second down 10. One of the things the Phoenix have had to work on all season long is coverage on those deep patterns, and Sammy McBride was right there that time. Slot receiver to the near side for the Rough Riders. Benson takes the snaps, gives it to Clay coming to the left side. He gets out to the 45 and about the 47-yard line. That's going to bring up third down and 4. And we have a player down for the Phoenix, or for the Rough Riders.
Possibly 7 yards, 6-7 yards.
And I think it might be Jelonzo Jackson. I'm not positive about that. But it had a number that had a long stick on the bottom of it, and that would be a 7. No, I see him out there, so I don't know who it is that's down on the field. But while they're tending to him, we'll take this time out with no score from Winona on NLWN 2.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
Back here in Winona. Third down 4 for the Rough Riders. The injured Rough Rider player was Malik Davison. We had a little conversation with him before the game. In the roster that we had, it said Malik Davis, and he said, no, it's Davison. And he said it's been that way all year, and on the Rough Riders roster, and he wanted to make sure it got corrected for the playoffs. And so I double-checked with Rough Rider head coach Dan Bridges, and he said, yeah, I know. And so it is Malik Davison. Riders at the line of scrimmage. Benson looking downfield. He's under some pressure, dumps it off, and it falls at the feet of Davion Clay. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4.
4th and 5 for the River City Rough Riders.
4th down, 4 yards to go. Last time the Phoenix were in this situation, they jumped off sides and gave them a 1st down. Let's see if they can stay disciplined along the line this time.
A reminder to let you know we have some eats and treats in tunnel there. Check out our concession stands, and we also have some Rough Rider swag for sale.
Rough Riders at the line of scrimmage. Benson looking downfield. Now throws it off to the right side. He's got his receiver, and it's Kari Dorsey, and Kari Dorsey takes off down the sideline. He stepped out of bounds. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 20-yard line, but it's going to be a 1st down for the Rough Riders. Kari Dorsey.
Still 1st down for the River City Rough Riders.
Thought he was going to take it to the house, and his feet hit the sideline. But the Rough Riders enter the red zone. .309 remaining in the first quarter. Benson brings the Riders up to the line of scrimmage. Davison back into the lineup, so he wasn't hurt too badly. He's split wide to the near side. Davion Clay in the backfield. Throw to Clay. It was a backwards pass, but he's got it across the 20 down to the 15 and driving down to about the 13-yard line where he's dumped out of bounds. That's going to bring up 2nd down and about 3 yards to go. Riders at the line of scrimmage. Benson gives it to Clay straight up the middle, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Making the score River City Rough Riders 6 and the Phoenix 0. 13-yard run by Davion Clay. To put the Rough Riders on top with 2:04 remaining in the first quarter. And the Rough Riders are going to attempt to kick the extra point. The ball spotted at the 15-yard line, so it'll be placed on the 17 or 22. Check that. Snap, it's high. Bounces back, picked up, and looking downfield, throwing it, and it's going to be incomplete. The ball went high, and Jared Kinsella picked up the high snap and rolled out to the right and could not complete a pass, and so the extra point is no good. So it's 6 for the Rough Riders and 0 for the Phoenix on NLWN 2.
When your energy costs going up get you down, it's time to contact Olson Solar Energy with offices in Altoona, Onalaska, and Wausau. Olson Solar Energy will be happy to provide a free solar evaluation of your home. Then, Olson Solar Energy will design a system that is designed to cover 100% to 120% of your current annual electric usage. Give Olson Solar Energy a call in Altoona at 715-318-5552 and see how Olson Solar Energy can make solar energy work for you.
2:04 remaining in the first quarter. Rick Olson along with Ann Monroe, Dan Petchow here at Paul Giel Field in Winona, as the Rough Riders have just taken a 6-0 lead over the Phoenix. Set up by a long pass to Kari Dorsey that took it down to the 20, and then a couple plays later, Davion Clay took it in from 13 yards out. Kinsella tees the ball up and getting ready to kick. And he sends it down deep. Sage Weiss picks it up at the 15. He's out across the 25 and tripped up out to the 28-yard line, where it's going to be first down for the Phoenix at that point.
Rough Riders up 6-0. And 2 minutes left of the quarter.
So the Phoenix offense heads out onto the field. Preston Buss is fairly recognizable out on the field because he has these almost fluorescent pink socks on. It's hard to miss him out there. Cameo King is split out wide to the right side. Buss is wide to the left side. Sage Weiss in the slot on the near side.
8-yard line.
And the give to Herschel Brazel straight up the middle. Now he cuts it out to the outside. He gets taken down at the 25. It's going to be a loss of 3. It's going to bring up second down and 13.
25. Brings up second and 13.
That's not the direction the Phoenix offense wanted to go. Now they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Buss is on the near side with Weiss in the slot. King goes out to the far side. Joaquin Bird waiting for the snap. Takes it. Play action pass. Bird keeps it himself, coming around the left side, and he gets it out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. And Bird's helmet came off, so he's got to go out for a play. And we have a whistle and a timeout being called by the Phoenix. They've got to figure out. I think if they take the timeout, he probably doesn't have to stay out for the play. It's kind of the same as an injury rule. So they did take the timeout, and I'm looking to see if Bird is coming back onto the field.
Timeout called then.
And I don't see him. It's going to be third and a long 10, short 11 for the Phoenix. And with that timeout, Phoenix players grabbing a little bit of water. Coach Justin Ellison wants to get them over to talk to him.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, 929
And
Grill, Two Brothers,
they're just talking it over because it's third and long, third and about 11, 10, something like that. Of course, this is the field where I got confused last time, where they marked it on the 8, then 6, then it was 7, and we just filled in the 5309. All right, Bird is still at quarterback. as a result of the Phoenix calling that timeout. They're coming up to the line. Bus splitting out wide to the left. King wide to the right. Bird drops back, looking downfield, fires it long. He overthrew his receiver, and it was intended for Noah Miles over on the right side, and it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. So 4th and 10 from the 28. And my suspicion is that we'll see Jacob Brown dropping back into punt formation, and we do. And for the Rough Riders back deep to receive, we have Armar Liggins along with, I think it's Javante Davis. I think that's the number I saw. When they stand sideways to us, it's kind of hard to tell. Low snap. Brown gets it away, gets run into. Kept his feet. Ball gets bobbled by the Rough Riders, and they've got it out across the 45, still on his feet. He's across the 50, down to the 40, down to the 30, and taking it into the house for a touchdown. That's a 65-yard kick or punt return by Javante Davis. That makes it 12-0 for the Rough Riders. With 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Again, they're spotting the ball on the 15-yard line. So they're going to try the 1-point conversion. Kinsella to do the kicking. Out of the hold of Jeffrey Peoples. Here's a snap, the place, the kick, it's up, and it's good. No, I guess not. It went wide. I thought it went through the middle, but they said it went wide, so I'll believe them. So the score is Rough Riders 12, Phoenix nothing on NLWN 2.
I think one of the things us veterans are hoping for is soon the cabin will be built.
It's going to be amazing to be able to come to a place like this and stay at a cabin with amazing people, animals, a view, and get away from it all.
Country Haven Farms is fundraising to complete our cabin, giving Wisconsin veterans and their families a much-needed escape in the Northwoods. Donations of any amount are encouraged, and sponsorships are available at all levels. To make a donation or sponsorship, please visit our website or give us a call.
And there was a penalty on the extra point against the Phoenix, again for having 12 on the field. So the Rough Riders are going to try it again, only this time from 5 yards closer. So the snap, the place, the kick is up, and that one's good. So the score, Rough Riders 13 and the Phoenix nothing on NLWN 2. Six seconds to go in the first quarter. Rough Riders on top of the Phoenix, 13-0. And Kinsella teeing the ball up for the Rough Riders. He's going to kick it to Chris Lipscomb. He's on the near side, on the near hash, and on the far hash is Sage Weiss.
Again, we have swag and concessions at the sidelines. Just come on, check out the treats and eats and the swag. Pick up your Rough Rider.
Gonzalez already received the whistle. And he approaches, swings the leg, and drives it down where Sage Weiss takes it at the 15. It's across the 20 to the 25, cuts back, and gets taken down at the 29-yard line. Let's see if they give him as much as the 30. I don't think so, though. Let's see where they spot it first. It's going to be the end of the first quarter, so we'll let you know where they spot it when we come back. So at the end of the first quarter, it's the Rough Riders 13, Phoenix nothing on NLWN 2.
Firearms, ammo, training, and safety. That's what it's all about at Mark Gun Shooting. Our certified gunsmith offers a full range of services from weapons cleaning to threading barrels. Our professional pro shop staff are ready to answer all your gun and accessory-related questions and help you pick the perfect weapon for you. You want to change the look of your firearm? We also offer Cerakoting. Stop in for details. Start browsing or book your classes at mark-onshooting.com. That's MARC-ON shooting.com. Mark On Shooting. Best kept secret in the Chippewa Valley.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
So we're at Paul Giel Field in Winona, and the Phoenix have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line, getting ready to start the second quarter. And the Phoenix come up to the line.
Second quarter, your River City Rough Riders up 13-0. Phoenix take over on the 30-yard line.
And I'm looking down there. Preston Buss is split out wide to the left. Sage Weiss is in the slot. Cameo King wide to the right. Two backs in the backfield now. Alex Tompkins back there, along with Herschel Brazel. And we have a penalty marker come flying in. The Rough Riders were pointing at the Phoenix, and they stood up, and it is a false start on the Phoenix. So it's going to make it 1st and 15 from the 25-yard line. Michael Brooks a little slow getting up that time for the Rough Riders, and he's coming off to the sideline with a little hitch in his giddy up. Phoenix come up to the line. Tompkins to the right of Bird, with Brazel to the left. Bird takes the snap, steps up, steps back, directs traffic, throws it out into the flat to King. We have a penalty marker goes flying. King drives downfield to about the 46-yard line where he got knocked out of bounds. We'll have to see what the penalty's all about. If it stands, it's a 21-yard pass completion, but in the area where there could have been a holding call.
Referees conversing on the sideline.
And we're waiting to see ineligible man downfield being called against the Phoenix. Oh, we're going to have offsetting penalties. And so we're going to do it all over again back at the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15. Phoenix coming up to the line. Bus is split out wide to the left. King is wide to the right. We have slots on both sides as well. Quick throw over the middle. Pass is complete to Sage Weiss, and they lost the handle on it. I think that's going to be ruled incomplete. It is. It was dove upon by the Rough Riders. Willie McCaleb was on top of it, but Sage Weiss did not complete it all the way through the process of the catch, and so it's an incomplete pass.
Apparel down on the sideline right below the grandstand, and we have eats and treats at the concession stand.
So that'll bring up 2nd down 15. So far today, the biggest enemy of the Phoenix has been their own mistakes. Cameo King now going out to the left side. Preston Buss to the right side. Bird can't find the handle, finally picks it up, looking for somewhere to go. He's still loose. He's going to keep it himself. Turns on the Jets, gets it out across the 30 to the 35-yard line, and taken down there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5, but it's going to be a gain of 10. That's a long ways to run to get a 10-yard gain for Joaquin Bird. Third down and 5 for the Phoenix.
Come on, fans, let's get behind this defense. We need the 12th man.
13:40 to go in the first half.
Come on, guys, let's get loud. Give them your support.
Arriving late into the huddle for the Phoenix is Dominic Wood. He's in the slot on the near side. Cameo King split out wide to the near side. Bird pitches it to Tanner Walker, who got pancaked about the same time he caught the ball. And usually Walker's not the one getting pancaked. He's usually the one doing the pancaking. A loss of 6, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 11.
That's going to bring up 4th down and 11.
Just a quick pitch out to the outside, but the Rough Riders read it. Dropping back deep for the Rough Riders is Javante Davis. Last time he touched it, he took it to the house. It was a 65-yard punt return. Bird is in the shotgun. Looks like he's actually in punt formation. That brings Davis up, and he drives a kick. Davis came back up, and the kick takes a Phoenix roll, picked up at the 14-yard line, and Davis has it out across the 35, doubles back. He's across the 40 and across the 50, looking for blocking, and tipped out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. And they're going to mark it right on the 25.
Let's see what that's all about.
And we do have some markers down. That was about a 45-yard, actually closer to a 50-yard punt return by Javante Davis, but we're going to see what the penalty is here. And we have some people getting in the face of other people down there as the officials are trying to discuss the penalty.
A little bit of jaw jacking down there.
I see Coach North out there trying to get people separated.
As soon as we separate this, the teams, we'll figure out what's going on.
Jay Riley is saying to his teammates, get off to the side, let us get it figured out. And the officials are still talking. They're standing right on the 30-yard line. The markers are on the 31. Holding is the call against the Rough Riders. And so, 2 penalties against the Rough Riders. There's a holding and an unsportsmanlike call. The holding came first during the play, and the unsportsmanlike came dead ball. And I now see the flag way back at the 37-yard line of the Rough Riders is where the holding took place. And so it's going to go 10 yards back from there, and then they'll mark off the unsportsmanlike.
Farther than that.
And that's, so it puts it back at the 27-yard line, and now the unsportsmanlike should be half the distance to the goal from there, which should put it at about the 13 or 14. And that's where they're going to mark it, right at the 13-yard line.
Originally picked up by Javante Davis, back on the...
So it's back at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. The unsportsmanlike call was a dead ball call after the play was over, so it gets tacked on after the penalty is enforced. And now the sticks are not quite settled in. Now maybe they are. They've got it marked on the 14. Give coming around the left side and getting taken down back at about the 12-yard line for a loss of a couple. And that was Monte Nelson on the carry.
Maybe 2.
Let's see where they put it. It's going to be a loss of 3. Well, no, maybe 2. 2nd down 12 for the Rough Riders.
2nd and 13.
Alex Benson still in at quarterback. Gives straight up the middle that time, and guiding it out across the 20-yard line is U.J. Wilkerson.
Boom, boom, picking up.
And he gets it out to the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4. And there's a snap. Wilkerson has it again straight up the middle, and he got met that time at the line and got a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 4th and a couple for the Rough Riders. We have a penalty marker back at the 46-yard line. And again, the Phoenix are caught with 12 on the field. Somebody's got to learn how to count to 11. That penalty will be enough for a 1st down.
Days in, best 10.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders, just across the 25-yard line.
And it looks like the River City Rough Riders.
And yes, they'll be on the 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
First and 10 on the 26.
Phoenix have 11 on the field right now. And we have another penalty marker. This back judge, or field judge, he's saying delay a game this time against the Rough Riders.
Playing down in the backfield. Let's see what this is all about. And it's going against the Rough Riders.
So it'll be 1st and 15.
First and 15.
Ball's at the 21-yard line. 9:38 to go in the first half. Benson looking downfield. He's under some pressure. He keeps it himself, and he's going to get run out of bounds back at about the line of scrimmage. No, they're going to say he stepped out way back at the 17-yard line, and that's going to be a loss of 4 yards. Second down, 19. Second and 19, and the ball is spotted at the 17-yard line.
It is 2nd and Homer.
Rough Riders at the line. Play action pass. Passes out into the flat. It's complete. Out at the 25-yard line. Pass is completed to Taquan Hodges.
25.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd and a yard. Or check that, 3rd and 11. Well, I saw a stick a yard away from it, but it was the other stick. So 3rd down and 11. For the Rough Riders at their own 25-yard line. And they come up to the line.
Making it a manageable 3rd and 11.
Splitting out wide to the near side is DeAndre Houston. Looking downfield, throws it into the middle to Jelonzo Jackson. He breaks loose and he gets it out across the 35. Stepped out of bounds at the 38, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Got the first down. Yes, he got enough for the first down.
Jelonzo Jackson on the reception.
38.
1st and 10 for the Rough Riders.
Thank you, 929 Beer House and Grill, Two Brothers Bar and Grill, both from Winona. Thank you for your sponsorships.
Houston splitting out wide to the left. Jackson in the slot. Benson fakes the pass and keeps it himself straight up the middle, gets it out to the 45-yard line, gain of 7. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. And we have an injured Phoenix player down on the field. And they're bringing water out for the players. And so we'll take a timeout as they get him attended to on NLWN 2.
I'm Belinda, and this is Willard, and we were adopted in 2021. When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile, and he has a big heart to match.
The energy you give Todd, you get it back from Todd.
Yeah.
Todd's a joy.
Yes,
Todd
he is.
really is a great joy.
I love him. You
And you.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
7:11 to go in round one playoff action in the NLFL playoffs. River City Rough Riders on top of the Chippewa Valley Phoenix 13-0. Benson gives the ball straight up the middle to the 50, down to the 49-yard line. Ball carried by Monte Nelson. And we have another Phoenix player a little slow to get back up. That was Nate Wilson. And that run resulted in another first down for the Rough Riders. Wilson has to go out because his helmet came off. There's a snap. And again, Nelson gets the carry, and he gets it down near the 40-yard line. They kept the clock running down to the 41 is where they're going to mark it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Wilson back into the lineup for the Phoenix. Two backs in the backfield. And we have a timeout being called by the Rough Riders. So with a timeout on the field, 5:42 remaining in the first half. It's the Rough Riders 13, Phoenix nothing on NLWN 2.
C&K Construction is your source for high-quality concrete and construction work in the Chippewa Valley. Established in 2014, C&K Construction in Chippewa Falls is a leading concrete contractor proud to serve Eau Claire, Altoona, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Specializing in concrete construction, excavating, flatwork poured walls, and much more, they're right for all of your concrete needs. Call C&K Construction in Chippewa Falls at 715-559-1335.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
All right, we're back here in Winona. Paul Giel Field. Rough Riders have the ball, 2nd and 2. They give to U.J. Wilkerson up the middle. He gets met but keeps his feet going. He's still driving down across the 30 to the 25 and taken down at about the 24-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Rough Riders. U.J. Wilkerson showing what he's been showing for a number of years. Riders at the line. Benson throws, and is the pass complete? And they're going to say that it is. Pass was complete, taken in by Taquan Hodges. He was tackled immediately. He had to go down and get it. but a nice sliding catch that time by Taquan Hodges. Rough Riders at the line. Nelson lined up as a tailback. Give to him straight up the middle. Turns the corner and into the end zone. And Monte Nelson takes it into the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown run.
19-0 with 4:18 left in the half.
Making the score 19-0. With 4:18 remaining in the half. And the Phoenix are going to, or the Rough Riders are going to attempt to kick the conversion. Again, it's Kinsella getting ready to do the kicking, this time out of the hold of Jelonzo Jackson. Snap, place, kick. It's up. And it's good. So, with the extra point being good, the score is the Rough Riders 20, Phoenix nothing. And we'll be back with more first half action right after this timeout on NLWN 2.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Kinsella getting the ball teed up for the Rough Riders. He's getting ready to kick off to the Phoenix. Herschel Brazel on the far hash mark. On the near side is Sage Weiss. Sage Weiss will be our guest in Phoenix Profile today at halftime. Jared Kinsella doing the kicking for the Rough Riders today. And he kicks this one. It's going to come down at around the 20-yard line, picked up by Brazel. He gets it out across the 30 and wrestled out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. And it's going to be first down for the Phoenix. And it looks like they're going to put it on the... Well, it's hard to tell.
River City Rough Riders up 20-0.
They're going to put it on the 33-yard line. First and 10. And the sticks aren't anywhere near right. They're 2 yard. Well, now they're putting it on the 35-yard line. Okay, the sticks were right, and the official had it spotted wrong. Phoenix come up to the line of scrimmage. Lipscomb out wide to the left side. Bird takes a snap, drops back, looks downfield. They get a hand on him. He's still on his feet. Fires it over to the left side, and it's out of bounds. It's intended for Sage Weiss. And it'll bring up second down and 10 yards to go. Well, the Phoenix have somebody that I don't have the name for because I'm sure I have his name. It's just a different jersey. It's not Chris Lipscomb, but he's wearing number 0. They're at the line of scrimmage. Quick toss. Herschel Brazel with it, trying to find somewhere to go. He cuts to his left, and the ball's loose and covered up by the Rough Riders, and it's going to be Rough Rider ball at the 30-yard line. The beanbag came flying in, which meant it was a fumble, and it'll be Rough Riders ball. I believe that coming up with the fumble recovery was Terante Wilson.
And it looks like it was recovered by Terante Wilson.
So 1st and 10 at the 30 for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders coming up to the line. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the half.
Rough Riders threatening again.
Kari Dorsey at quarterback right now. Takes the ball, drops back, rolls out to his left, throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. It was intended down there for Malik Davison.
Looks like Kari Dorsey is in the ball game. And QB throws an incomplete.
That'll bring up 2nd down 10. .346 remaining in the half. Phoenix at the line. Dorsey takes a snap. Keeps it himself. Comes to the left side. Gets it down across the 32, about the 27-yard line where he's wrestled out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd down 6. And mark it on the 38. So let's call it a gain of 3. 3rd down 7. Rough Riders come up to the line. They put Jelonzo Jackson in motion, and Kari Dorsey keeps it around the right side. Flag comes flying in. He gets across the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. It's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down, but we'll see what the flag is. And some of the Phoenix are saying it's against the Rough Riders, holding against the Rough Riders. So that'll push him back a little bit. And the Rough Riders call a timeout. And so with 2:44 to go in the first half, it's Actually, I'm going to keep it right here and remind you that if the Phoenix should find a way to come back and win this game tonight, we will have the next round of the playoff action on August 3rd as we bring you the Chippewa Valley Phoenix football. And they're going to play the winner between the Manitowoc Mariners and the Wisconsin Ravens, and that'll be at a site that's yet to be determined. So check our website at www.northernlightwebcastingnetwork.com, and that'll give you the time and location if the Phoenix managed to win tonight. Also, NLWN 2 is excited to be your home again this season for Colfax Viking football. Our first broadcast will be on Friday, August 23rd, when the Vikings travel to Whitehall High School to take on the Whitehall Norsemen. Coverage begins with Viking pregame at 6:40 p.m. on August 23rd on NLWN 2. And they've spotted the ball at the 38-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 18 yards to go for the Rough Riders. Kari Dorsey still at quarterback, takes the snap. Misses the handoff. That may have been a play-action fake. Now he's throwing it out into the flat, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for Jeffrey Peoples. And it's going to bring up 4th down and long for the Rough Riders.
2 minutes, 38 seconds left in the half.
So the Phoenix hopefully will be getting the ball back. I know that the Colfax Vikings just concluded their contact days, and they had about a week's worth of contact with coaches and so on, and they felt pretty positive coming out of that. So they're all looking forward to the start of this season. Dorsey takes the ball, drops back, looks downfield. He fires it deep, passes, caught and complete by Kinsella into the end zone. Or check that, that's an 18, not a 10. Malik Davison into the end zone for the touchdown. And so, $38-yard pass.
Rough Riders with 2:29 left in the half.
And again, the Rough Riders going to try that 1-point conversion. This is Kinsella to do the kicking.
Rough Riders line up for the extra point.
And the snap, bad snap, and Kinsella picks it up, and he's going down back at the 32-yard line, so the extra point attempt is no good. So the score, Rough Riders 26 and the Phoenix 0. And you're tuned to Phoenix football, playoff style on NLWN 2.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
Chippewa Valley Phoenix football. Hey, reminder that today's Phoenix football game is being brought to you by C&K Construction, Hy-Vee Grocery in Eau Claire, Menominee Eye and Optical, Midwest Environmental Consultants, Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, Transport Garage in Altoona, Northern Wisconsin State Fair in Chippewa Falls, Olson Solar Energy, the Phoenix Team Store, Roland Machinery, Sammy's Pizza in Eau Claire, Slayton's Technology, Tokyo Japanese Restaurant, the United States Army, the Visual Identity Vault. Be sure to thank these sponsors for bringing you Chippewa Valley Phoenix football all season long. Kinsella has the ball teed up. Sage Weiss on the near hash. Herschel Brazel on the far hash. Brazel lets it go. Weiss picks it up at about the 6. He's out across the 20 to the 25 and knocked down at the 26-yard line. And Sage Weiss kind of slow to get up. And Weiss is going to have to take a trip to the sidelines.
Slow to get up.
He's a little dizzy looking. So we don't know exactly what the situation is for him out there. But they do have a timeout on the field, and while they tend to Sage Weiss, we'll take this timeout on NLWN 2.
My name's Stacy, I'm 57, and I was adopted in 2020. One teen can come in and make you look at life in a whole different way.
You know, he's my father, so I look up to him a lot. If I can be 10% of the man he is, I'll be a happy person for sure.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I'm Belinda, and this is Willard, and we were adopted in 2021. When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile, and he has a big heart to match.
The energy you give Todd, you get it back from Todd.
Yeah.
Todd's a joy.
Yes, he
Todd
is.
really is a great joy.
I love him. You and you.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
How you doing? Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Well, we're back here at Paul Giel Field in Winona. And Sage Weiss is still on the field as they are tending to him. And we're just hoping he's okay. It looked like he took a hit that crunched him just as he was crossing the 25 to the 26-yard line on that kick return. We're at 2:23 to go in the first half. River City Rough Riders are on top 26-0. Let's recap the scoring at this point. The Rough Riders opened up the scoring on a 13-yard run by Davian Clay with 2:04 left in the first quarter, making it 6-0. Then a 65-yard punt return by Javante Davis made the score 13-0. Then into the second quarter, a 5-yard run by Monte Nelson with 4:18 remaining in the half made it 20-0. And then just a few minutes ago in real time, 6 seconds ago in game time, there was a 38-yard pass from Kari Dorsey to Malik Davison, and that made the score 26-0 in favor of the Rough Riders. Phoenix have had a hard time getting their running game going, but in all honesty, they haven't tried that running game a whole lot either. And now, Sage Weiss was on his knee when they came out, and now they have him laying down on the field and still tending to him. I'll tell you what, we're going to take another timeout, and we'll take a timeout right here with 2:23 to go in the first half. Rough Riders 26, Phoenix 0 on NLWN 2.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
We're back here at Winona at Paul Giel Field, and they have decided to go to halftime at this time with the score 26-0. Rough Riders on top of the Phoenix as they're waiting for an ambulance to arrive to take Sage Weiss off. So we will go to Phoenix halftime on NLWN 2.
Time now for Phoenix Halftime with this week's Phoenix Profile and other halftime entertainment. That's all coming up after this brief timeout. Time now for Phoenix Profile, where we take a look at one of this year's Chippewa Valley Phoenix players. And now, Phoenix Profile.
Today on Phoenix Profile, we're talking with Sage Weiss. And Sage, tell us a little about yourself, where you grew up, levels of football you've played, and so on.
I'm 29 years old. I actually never played high school football. Parents were kind of disappointed in me because, they knew I had some talent, but I was too busy, doing other things. So after that, I realized that there was semi-pro in Eau Claire, which was the crush. So I went out and tried out when I was about 18 and stuck with it ever since. So I'm 29 now, so it's been a haul.
Okay, you're a veteran.
Yes, you can say that.
Yeah, that we won't call you old or anything like that. All right, so so what's the most exciting thing that you've learned about this year's Phoenix team?
Just how fastly we connected as a team. The family, Coach Fred always, day in and day out, giving it everything he has. that's my solely purpose of being here. Love playing for them, and the crew that follows, you are who you run with. Let's say my dad always told me. So good team, so happy to be here. Family oriented.
Okay. So when you're not playing football, what are some other things that keep you interested or occupied?
I'm in the gym, working all the time. Got a 5-year-old daughter, so
that'll do it right there.
That's a handful in its own. Bless her soul. So yeah, just dad, and that's about it. Just grinding.
All right, got some quick questions for you here. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Cookies.
Which kind?
Chocolate chip, classic.
All right, with or without the nuts?
It depends on the day, but without, if I had to guess, or try or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Burgers, brats, or hot dogs?
Hot dogs. When I was a kid, going to baseball games, eating hot dogs. That's what it's all about.
You and Dan behind the camera there, you guys are hot dog fiends. Okay. I was going to say, what do you want on that dog?
Oh, mustard, relish, ketchup. Whatever's on.
Load her up, right?
Chili, whatever.
All right. Your favorite NFL team?
Minnesota Vikings.
Okay. If you could sit down and have dinner with any NFL player, past or present, alive or dead, whatever, who would that be and why?
Oh, boy. Currently right now is Justin Jefferson. He's just, saying no, there's no words. Everyone knows, you say the name, he's up here. So to learn some things from him would be, amazing. Brett Favre is always up there because my dad just absolutely loved him growing up. So that'd be a good one too.
Okay, now, if you had a superpower, what do you think that might be and why?
Superpower. Super speed speaks for itself.
Okay, that helps you get open, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, touchdowns for days.
Now, if you had super speed, you have to have a superhero name to go with that. So what's Sage's superhero name?
Oh man. I don't know, you got me. I'm just going to go with, my daughter always calls me Sonic, so I go with that one.
All right, Sonic. Sonic Sage.
Yeah, Sonic Sage.
There we go. We're talking with Sage Weiss today on Phoenix Profile. And how about a shout out to your family and those fans that are coming to support you?
Shout out to my brothers, my dad, he's always there every game supporting. My girlfriend, my daughter, always being there for me, win or lose, support. Thanks, guys.
So when those guys or other people come...
Of course. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, don't leave Mom out.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, love you, Mom.
So when these folks come to a Phoenix game, what number do you wear and where are they going to find you on the field?
Number 4, kind of hard to see, and a slot receiver or some defense, safety, corner.
Okay. All right. We want to thank Sage Weiss for joining us today on Phoenix Profile. Coming up next, more Phoenix Halftime.
You've been tuned to Phoenix Profile with a look at one of this season's Chippewa Valley Phoenix players. This has been a presentation of NLWN 2. Stay tuned. Coming up is more Phoenix Halftime.
Soar like the Phoenix. Whether it's t-shirts, sweatshirts, headgear, accessories, or much more, you can find it at the Phoenix Team Store. Just go to www.tvivmn.chipley.com and you'll find all the latest in Chippewa Valley Phoenix apparel. Show how you're ready to soar with the Phoenix at the Phoenix Team Store.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't. Don't stop. Stop.
Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
You've been tuned to Phoenix Halftime. Stay tuned. Coming up is more live Chippewa Valley Phoenix football.
What are you doing in there? What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
And we're ready to, fairly soon, we'll be starting the second half. An update such as it is on Sage Weiss, they did take him off the field on a stretcher into an ambulance, but as they were wheeling him off the field, the good news is he gave a thumbs up sign to the crowd and got a nice ovation from the crowd. And so our wishes are for a speedy recovery for Sage, and that's nothing any too serious. We are awaiting some of the Rough Riders to get out on the field. The clock still says 2:23 remaining. They'll have to reset it for 15 minutes because we're about ready to start the third quarter here. Rough Riders to kick off to the Phoenix, and back deep to receive for the Phoenix. I'm looking, and it appears to be... they are going to... They played halftime. We're going to pick up second quarter action. And I don't know why they're kicking off then if they're starting from that part in the second quarter, because the Phoenix had returned the ball out to the 26. So I would be questioning this completely. Returning that kickoff, that should have been the kick to start the second half. And returning the ball was Waylon Nesis for the Phoenix. And they're going to mark him at the 24-yard line. And so it'll be Phoenix ball, 1st and 10 at their own 24. There was a lot of confusion up here in the press box, and it's not just me, as to why that kickoff just occurred, because it should not have been the start of the second half if they're continuing the clock from the same spot in the second quarter. But welcome to the semi of semi-pro.
2:14 left of that half.
Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. Joaquin Bird still at quarterback. He takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield, keeps it himself, now throws it over the middle. He's got a receiver out to the 30 and knocked down at the 31-yard line. And that's going to be Noah Miles on the reception, and we're stopping the clock. And this will be technically this is going to be the 2-minute warning to end the first half. Somehow, to be honest with you, I think the Phoenix got robbed by having to take a kickoff there with some yards. They should have been on the 26 to start this period of time. But it's the 2-minute warning now. And the Phoenix have the ball, 2nd down and 2. I think the officials kind of lost track of where they were in the order of things that had happened. Phoenix up to the line of scrimmage. I still don't know who that number 0 is.
2nd down and 3.
give up the middle, and Alex Tompkins with it, and he drives forward and is taken down. I think he got enough for the first down. He's at about the 34-yard line, and it is enough for a Phoenix first down.
The original line of scrimmage, but with the push, got the first. We're looking at first down.
So
34. Clock is still running.
First and 10. Minute 25 to go. Phoenix did sort of get an extra possession out of this. Bird looking downfield, scrambling to his right. Cocks the arm but keeps it himself. Gets across the 40 and tripped up at the 41-yard line.
Pressured by John Good. We had pressure.
And I think he might have stepped out of bounds at the 41 because the clock did stop. That's going to be a gain of 7 by Bird. Second down and 3.
And 4.
Second and 3 for the Phoenix. Minute 7 remaining in the half. They will not take a full halftime here. They'll just reset and start the second half. There's a snap. Bird drops back. Looking downfield. Fires it deep. He's got Cameo King down there, but the ball is almost intercepted and almost caught and then falls to the ground. And there to break up the pass was Levante Baisley, and King then, as it went up in the air off of Baisley, King almost pulled it in, and then it fell loose out of his hands and harmlessly to the ground. It's going to bring up third down and 3. 57 seconds remaining.
Seconds left of the half. Again,
and we're
check out our eats and treats at the concession stand.
Coming up to the line of scrimmage are the Phoenix. And we're going to get flags flying, and I'm not sure whether the Phoenix jumped or whether the Rough Riders came across early.
See what the refs call.
And this one could go either way. My suspicion is if you have movement both ways, it's going against the offense. Yes, and that's what they're calling illegal procedure against the Phoenix. So it's going to bring up third and 8.
And that's what it was.
So third down, 8 yards to go for the Phoenix.
Lacrosse, best kept porta potties of lacrosse and driftless acts of lacrosse. Thank you for your sponsorship of the
54 seconds remaining in the half. There's a snap. Dropping back, looking downfield is Bird. He tucks it. He rolls to the left, and he stumbles out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
45.
And they're going to mark him at the 42-yard line.
First down.
He's going to be about 2 yards shy.
Clock runs up. I'm sorry, that was at
And coming up on 20 seconds remaining in the half.
4 seconds left. Phoenix takes a timeout. Rough Riders.
And the Phoenix call timeout. With timeout on the field, you're tuned to Phoenix football on NLWN 2.
When your energy costs going up get you down, it's time to contact Olson Solar Energy with offices in Altoona, Onalaska, and Wausau. Olson Solar Energy will be happy to provide a free solar evaluation of your home. Then, Olson Solar Energy will design a system that is designed to cover 100% to 120% of your current annual electric usage. Give Olson Solar Energy a call in Altoona at 715-318-5552 and see how Olson Solar Energy can make solar energy work for you.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
4th and 2 for the Phoenix. Throw over the middle, and it's behind the intended receiver. That was Chris Lipscomb, and the ball's going to go over on downs to the Rough Riders with 22 seconds remaining. And I was looking to see, but no, I thought there might have been a penalty marker on the play, but no, it wasn't. So 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at the Phoenix 42-yard line.
River City's ball on the 40.
26-0, just about to wrap up the first half.
Left of the half.
Now, we had been told that when Sage Weiss went down, that they were going to do halftime at that point. So I do not think there's going to be much for time here for the second half, or for the halftime. All right, Rough Riders at the line of scrimmage. They have 3 receivers out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Benson flips it off to the right. He's got his receiver, and he gets it down to about the 35-yard line. Picking up the ball, or picking up at that point, is Javante Davis. And he got about 7. Well, they're going to mark it as 6 because they're going to mark him down at the 36-yard line. And a timeout was called by the Rough Riders. Second and 3. Actually, it's closer to 2nd and 4 for the Rough Riders. Hey, don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we on our sister station NLWN TV, we have Eau Claire Cavalier baseball in a doubleheader against the Eau Claire Bears coming from Cinder City Park in Altoona. Our coverage is going to begin at 12 noon with the In the Dugout show, followed by live play-by-play action of that doubleheader against the Bears tomorrow morning. Well, early afternoon. Benson drops back, looking downfield, fires it deep. He's got his receiver through his hands and onto the ground. Pass was intended for Malik Davison, and it's incomplete. Leaves 8 seconds remaining in the half. He had Davison open. He just overthrew him a little bit. Third down 3. Or 3rd and 4. Something like that. Benson drops back. Fires deep towards the corner on the right side. It's caught in the end zone, but it falls to the ground. It's incomplete. 2 seconds remaining. 4th down for the Rough Riders.
2 seconds left in the half.
Fourth down. Starting to get a little bit dark here, and we're trying to figure out how they're going to get the lights turned on at this place, and I'm not sure they know how. Paul Giel Field in Winona. Benson drops back. Clock says 0. Benson still on the move, and he gets taken down for a loss back at the 50-yard line, and that's going to end the first half. 26-0. Rough Riders leading the Phoenix on NLWN 2.
From concept to creation, the Visual Identity Vault is your complete design headquarters for all of your business and brand identity needs. We offer precision production, meticulous screen printing for vibrant, durable prints. Our plans are tailored to you, apparel and merchandise for businesses, teams, and individuals. We have streamlined solutions, hassle-free web store setup. We handle orders and payments. Ready to elevate your brand? Contact us to get your custom creation started today at the Visual Identity Vault at tvivmn.com, 507-238-9793. Let's make your mark together. From concept to creation, the Visual Identity Vault is your complete design headquarters for all of your business and brand identity needs. We offer precision production, meticulous screen printing for vibrant, durable prints. Our plans are tailored to you, apparel and merchandise for businesses, teams, and individuals. We have streamlined solutions, hassle-free web store setup. We handle orders and payments. Ready to elevate your brand? Contact us to get your custom creation started today at the Visual Identity Vault at tvivmn.com, 507-238-9793. Let's make your mark together.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
And now we're getting ready to start the second half. Rough Riders to kick off to the Phoenix.
We are getting set for the third quarter kickoff.
Consala has the ball teed up. Joaquin Bird is back deep.
There's the kick.
And the kick is coming down to Bird at the 14-yard line. He's out across the 25, takes it out to his right, gets out to the 30, and they're going to blow it dead at the 30. Bird got up like he hadn't touched the ground. He fell on top of another player, but the official saw it differently, as is so often the case. So 1st and 10 for the Phoenix at the 30.
By Marmar Liggins. Thank you, Nikki Real Estate, and Snuffy's Bar, and Dino's Deli, along with Lindy's Sub for your sponsorship of the River City Rough Riders. It is greatly appreciated.
Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. Have to check out the receivers who are out there now. Give to Brazel straight up the middle. He's across the 35 out to about the, or across the 30 out to about the 33-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3. Well, mark at 4. Gain of 4 by Herschel Brazel. Coming up to the line, we have onto the near side is Noah Miles split out wide. Cameo King's on the slot on the right. And I think we're going to get a penalty against the Rough Riders for coming across early that time. Now they're going to call it against the Phoenix. That one I think the officials are slightly in error on, because the offensive player has the right to move if the defensive player comes across. He's got the right of self-protection. And that's why he moved. And any other motion after that doesn't matter. So at any rate, it goes back to the 29-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Phoenix. And again, we don't know who number 0 is, splitting out wide to the right for the Phoenix. Miles is split to the left side. Bird drops back, looking downfield. He's on the run again. Rolls around to his left, throws it downfield, and it's intended for Cameo King, but the ball goes out of bounds. 3rd down 11. Third down and 11 for the Phoenix. And the snap. Bird drops back. He's under some pressure. Rolls out again. Fires it over the middle. It's intercepted and taken down at the 31-yard line. Pass was intended for Lipscomb, and it was intercepted by Akeem Peterson. And so the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10 at the Phoenix 31-yard line. And we have an official coming over and talking to the sidelines. Oh, he's looking for a football. No, the lights are just coming on. And the lights are starting to come on here at Paul Giel Field. So 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. There's a snap. Give up the middle, and the Phoenix defense is there to make the stop. I believe that was Davian Clay on the carry.
But hey, some of those plays work, some of them don't.
It's going to be a loss of about 5, 2nd down 15.
Still have our snack bar open, so check out the eats and treats there, as long as the shirt stand. Pick up your Rough Rider shirt.
And the Rough Riders are at the line of scrimmage.
Short little pass to Houston, and he picks up, I would say,
Pass was complete down to about the 24-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a couple, maybe 3. 3rd down and 3. Found out that number 0 out there is Demetrius Bennett. Evidently, he forgot his white jersey at home. Rolling out to the right, throwing it is complete to Jelonzo Jackson, and he gets nudged out of bounds at the 15-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Oh, we have a penalty marker? Yes, we do. In the backfield. And it's a holding call against the Rough Riders. So wipe out that first down. And it's going to go back to the 34-yard line, where it will be 3rd and 13 for the Rough Riders.
10 yards, and so we're looking at 3rd and 14.
Riders at the line of scrimmage. Davion Clay in the backfield. Alex Benson at quarterback. He gives it to Clay up the left side, and he bursts through down to about the 24-yard line. He got back the penalty. It's going to be 4th down, and depending on the spot, it's going to be 3 or 4 yards to go. And they're putting it on the 24, so it's 4th down and about 3. Rough Riders come to the line. They put 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Clay is the setback. Benson takes the ball. He rolls to his right. Looking downfield. Now he keeps it himself. He's across the 20 down to the 15. He's going to have a 1st down at the 15-yard line.
1st down.
Rough Riders methodically driving the ball down the field on the Phoenix. Waiting for the Rough Riders to come up to the line.
Snuffy's Bar, Vino's Deli, and Lindy's Slough. Thank you so much.
And the snap gives straight up the middle and found a hole. And Davion Clay takes it into the end zone. 15-yard touchdown run for Davion Clay.
We're 6, making the score 32-0.
With 9:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. So right now the score is 30-0 Rough Riders as they're set up to kick the extra point. They'll be snapping it from the 15-yard line. This will be Consala, again kicking it out of the hold of Jelonzo Jackson.
Rough Riders line up for the extra point.
There's a snap, the kick. It's up, and it came a little bit short. The aim was right, but it just came up a little bit short, so the score remains the Rough Riders 30 and the Phoenix, or check that, Rough Riders 32. I got to check my math here. And the Phoenix 0 on NLWN 2.
Colfax High School football action is coming your way on NLWN 2. Coming up on Friday, August 23rd, the Colfax Vikings will travel to Whitehall High School to take on the Whitehall North. Coverage begins at 6:40 p.m. with Viking preview. That's live Colfax Viking football on Friday, August 23rd on NLWN 2.
We're back here at Paul Giel Field in Winona. Phoenix trailing in the third quarter to the River City Rough Riders in round one of the NLFL playoffs by a score of 32-0. And Consala will be teeing the ball up, if I'm not mistaken. Back deep to receive for the Phoenix. Well, looks like they switched it up on us again. It's Thomas Harris back there. And he's going to catch the ball at the 10-yard line. Takes a couple steps to his left, now cuts back to the right. Across the 20, he's out to the 25-yard line. Trying to pull his foot loose, he wouldn't go down. And he's going to get out as far as the 26. So it's going to be first down. And he's down. Or check it, it's a Rough Rider who's down. Getting up slowly is getting up slowly was Malik Davison, but he seems to be okay. And Thomas Harris is heading off to the sideline, bent kind of like a pretzel. Of course, Ann's been munching on those most of the game, and so I know what those look like now. And the pretzel look as you're walking off the field is not usually a good one.
So it is first and 10 for the Phoenix.
So Phoenix have it first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Trailing 32-0. 9:09 to go. And the Phoenix are a little lost. They're a little shy on players out there. Now they have somebody coming in. Demetrius Bennett is coming into the game. Cameo King is over talking on the sideline, but I guess he's not coming out.
River City Rough Riders do appreciate your sponsorship.
And they have 11 out there now. And they called a penalty on the Phoenix for the sideline violation. So it goes back to the 12-yard line.
Back to, looks like the 14-yard line, so we're looking at first and 20 from the 14.
First down and a long ways to go. Ball gets snapped wide, loose on the ground, picked up by, looks like the Phoenix got it back. Phoenix have to get the ball out to about the 35-yard line. And they're going the wrong way. Ball's marked on the 7. So it's 2nd and 22. Or check that. It's 2nd and 26. 2nd down, 26 yards to go for the Phoenix. Back deep in their own territory.
Running, 8:20 left of the third quarter.
Taking the snap and rolling out is Bird. He takes it around the right side and taken out of bounds up around the 25-yard line.
Scrimmage, 15 yards.
Looks like about a 16-yard gain. See where they mark it. Well, it's not going to be that much. $13-yard gain. If he can decide where he's going to put it. 12-yard gain after it's all said and done. Ball's at the 21-yard line. 21. And so they've got to get out to the 35. So 3rd and 14. Bird takes a snap, gives it straight up the middle, and not much going there. Herschel Brazel on the carry, and he's taken for a loss. Well, they're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. So Brazel gets a carry for no gain. And we have a penalty against the Rough Riders. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 9. Long 8, short 9. Bird takes the snap, drops back, looks downfield, scrambles. He's still under pressure, and he went down back at the 20-yard line.
And he is down on the 20.
It's going to bring up 4th down in Augusta.
Pressure by the entire defensive line back there.
4th and 15.
So we are looking at 4th and 15.
5:20 to go in the 3rd quarter.
5 minutes left of the third quarter.
And quick kick that time by Bird, and it rolls out to the 45-yard line of the Rough Riders, and coming back, and he's going to head to the end zone, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 1-yard line. He did not get it into the end zone. He got knocked out of bounds. Javante Davis on the return, and Davis is trying to claim it was a touchdown. But the official said he stepped out of bounds on the 1 before he knocked over the pylon. Davis thinks because he knocked over the pylon, it should be a touchdown. Now he's holding his hands up. And they are going to put it on the 1. So it's 1st and goal for the Rough Riders from the Phoenix 1-yard line. And another bit of confusion on the field as far as who's coming in. Kari Dorsey comes in for the Rough Riders.
For the Rough Riders on the 1 yard line.
Rough Riders come up to the line. Dorsey at quarterback.
Got Kari Davis back there taking the snap. Still got U.J. Wilkerson lined up behind him. Let's see what we got.
And the snap. Dorsey keeps it himself, goes it to the right or left side and into the end zone for the touchdown with 4:47 remaining. To Kari Dorsey.
And that makes the score River City
Takes it into the end zone.
38. Chippewa Valley Phoenix 0.
So I believe that following this extra point attempt, we will probably go to running time. Well, we have a player down on the field, and it appears to be a Rough Rider. So we won't have the extra point attempt until after they tend to the injured player. We did not see who it was, but we'll find out that information for you on NLWN2.
If your estate isn't looking quite estate-like, let Midwest Environmental Consultants landscape your estate right up to snuff with installation of retaining walls, brick patios, foundation planting beds, and so much more. Then they'll keep it that way with their expert lawn care service. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 608-468-2067. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your estate the showplace of the neighborhood.
Yeah, I think one of the things us veterans are hoping for is soon the cabin will be built.
It's going to be amazing to be able to come to a place like this and stay at a cabin with amazing people, animals, a view, and get away from it all.
Country Haven Farms is fundraising to complete our cabin, giving Wisconsin veterans and their families a much-needed escape in the Northwoods. Donations of any amount are encouraged and sponsorships are available at all levels. To make a donation or sponsorship, please visit our website or give us a call.
All right, Rough Riders to try the extra point. Here's a snap. The place to kick is blocked, and it's going to remain Rough Riders 38 and the Phoenix 0 on NLWN2.
When you take 35 years of authentic Japanese recipes and mix it with the right environment, you know you've arrived at Tokyo. Tokyo Japanese Restaurant at 2426 London Road in Eau Claire has been the Chippewa Valley's premier Japanese restaurant and is known for having an authentic teppanyaki experience. Looking for a unique place to host a corporate event or party? The team at Tokyo will create an unforgettable event. Call today to book an event or make a reservation by calling 715-834-0313. That's Tokyo Japanese Restaurant in Eau Claire.
We're back here at Paul Giel Field in Winona as the Rough Riders are trying to seal their trip to round 2 of the NLFL playoffs as they hold a 38-0 lead over the Phoenix. Phoenix, a first-year team, as an organization have come quite a ways, just not quite far enough yet. Kinsella getting ready to kick off for the Rough Riders. He approaches the ball and he kicks. It's going to come up kind of short this time, taken at the 25 and out across the 30 to 35 and taken down at the 39-yard line. Ball was returned by Dalton McDermott.
Starting off right there at their own 38.
And let's see where they spot it. A couple players getting up slowly for the Rough Riders. And looks like Tracy Samuels was a little slow to get up. They're marking the ball at the Well, I'm not sure right now. And I think we're waiting for a ball to come in from the Phoenix sideline is what we're waiting on. There we go. And he's putting it on the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Phoenix at that point. Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. Bird takes a snap, looks, throws it over to the left side, incomplete. That pass was intended for Demetrius Bennett. And the players on the near side are saying it should be running clock, but the officials have not indicated that yet. And players always think they know the rules. Phoenix back up to the line. And a low snap again. Bird picks it up, and he gets thrown for a loss. I think they're going to mark it somewhere right around the 30-yard line where he was. That was the end of his, well, shall we call it forward progress, such as it was. And they are placing it right on the 30. So 3rd down, 19 for the Phoenix. .339 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And the Phoenix come up to the line. Preston bus split to the near side. Bird drops back. He has some time this time, rolls to his right, throwing downfield, and it's incomplete. And that was intended for Dominic Wood.
4th and 20.
4th down and 19 yards to go. And we are in running time, as the clock did not stop after that incomplete pass. Rough Riders at the line. Or check that, Phoenix at the line. Bird drops back, looking downfield. He goes to his right. Now he keeps it himself. He gets out across the 40. He's near the 50 and taken down. He's 2 yards shy of the 1st down. And a flag comes flying in.
Very close to the 1st down, but I think he's going to be a yard or two short.
We'll have to see what this penalty is. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Phoenix. Now, he pointed the other way this time. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to wait and see how they rule this, because it was 4th down and 19. And Bird went down at the 48-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct call, dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Rough Riders and against the Phoenix. So those unsportsmanlikes offset, and the ball will go over on downs to the Rough Riders. because he's going to be a yard shy of the first down on the running play. And the Phoenix are trying to get an explanation from the official as to why they're getting a call against them. And I'm sure the Rough Riders would like the same thing. And we have understandings occurring. So we have the two penalties offset each other. And now they are marching a penalty off against the Rough Riders. They're marking it back on the Rough Rider 37-yard line after the play. So I believe the Rough Riders will have the ball.
And that penalty was on the Rough Riders.
And I'm not sure now.
Looks like after the play was dead.
Yeah, Rough Riders will have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line because the penalty occurred as a dead ball penalty, and Bird did not have enough yards for the first down. Benson rolling to his right, looking downfield, throws it. He's got a receiver, and he's got it. Jalonzo Jackson takes it down to about the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 18, and we now have a penalty marker flying on the sideline on this side, along the Rough Riders side. And we have an unsportsmanlike being called. So, let the officials get this one sorted out. Unsportsmanlike against the Rough Riders. It was a dead ball call.
Another unsportsmanlike on the Rough Riders.
Result of the play would have been a first down. So the ball is going to be marked back to the 33-yard line of the Phoenix. Rough Riders have the ball, and it will be 1st and 10. Give up the middle and carrying it over the left side and across the 25 down to about the 22-yard line is A.C. Riley. And that's evidently enough for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Approaching the end of the third quarter. Snap. Quick toss out to the right side. Jackson has it. He gets across the 20 to the 15. Spins. Gets it down to the 12-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So we've played 3 quarters, and it's the Rough Riders 38, Phoenix 0 on NLWN 2.
From homemade sauce to dough that's made fresh and the specialty meats and real mozzarella cheese, Sammy's at 2812 London Road has the recipe for the best pizza in town and has been Eau Claire's go-to pizza place since 1957. Sammy's not only offers award-winning pizza, but their menu includes burgers, sandwiches, chicken, and much more. The next time you're in the mood to head out for dinner, drop into Eau Claire's only Hall of Fame pizza parlor, Sammy's Pizza, 2812 London Road in Eau Claire, or call it 715-831-1300.
From homemade sauce to dough that's made fresh and the specialty meats.
Firearms, ammo, training, and safety. That's what it's all about at Marcon Shooting. We offer women's only basic handgun classes every other Sunday. Ladies' Day at the range every Tuesday. Women's only speed dating every Tuesday evening, 6 to 8. Women, learn how you can have less than lethal protection. We sell ladies' shooting accessories in our shop. Start browsing or book your classes at marconshooting.com. Firearms, ammo, training, and safety. That's what it's all about at Marcon Shooting, the Chippewa Valley's premier indoor shooting range and pro shop.
All right, we're heading to the fourth quarter. Running time here in Winona. As the Rough Riders have it, 1st and 10 at the 11. As they come up to the line. Benson at quarterback. He's gone most of the way today. A few plays by Dakari Dorsey back there, but most of the night's been Alex Benson. And there's a snap and give straight up the middle, and I believe that was U.J. Wilkerson getting it down to around the 5. Maybe not. Nope, it was not. Cat Donnellan. Or Cat Donnelly on the carry. So, 2nd and goal from the 5. Or 2nd and, check that, 2nd and 4 from the 5. They can get a first down without scoring. Donnelly, the running back. Benson at quarterback. Jackson and Davison are split wide to the near side. Low snap. Benson looks in the back of the end zone, and he found his receiver. That's Malik Davison in the end zone. And that will move the score to 44-0. With approximately 13:50. And the clock is still running. Rough Riders to attempt to kick again. Kicking toward the north end zone. There's a snap. Bobbled, picked up, and Jelonzo Jackson taken down for the loss. And so the extra point attempt is no good. So with just under 13 minutes to go, it's 44-0. Rough Riders leading the Phoenix on NLWN 2.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ballgame.
Our next game will be on Sunday, July 28th, as the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader from Cinder City Park in Altoona, Wisconsin. Coverage begins with the In the Dugout show at 12 noon, followed by live play-by-play action. That's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on Sunday, July 28th on NLWN TV.
Clock is still running as we're getting ready for the Rough Riders to kick to the Phoenix, and teams have to switch ends. They somehow came out and lined up on the wrong way following that last touchdown. 44-0. Rough Riders securing their trip to next week's conference championships. That'll be, you could call it the semifinals. And that'll be against the winner between the Manitowoc Mariners and the Wisconsin Ravens.
When do they play?
That'll be next Saturday. And whichever team was seated higher or whatever will be the home team. Consala has the ball teed up. Back deep to receive for the Phoenix, we have Thomas Harris. And it kind of looks like Dalton McDermott back there too. Kick is going to sail into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback and come out to the 35-yard line. Consala showed quite a leg that time. Boomed it all the way down. Of course, he's got a nice breeze behind him. It's cooled down somewhat to a tolerable temperature. It was 90 degrees when the game started. It's down to 84 now. Or check that. The ball comes out to the 25-yard line, not the 35. I knew that.
No attempt for the run.
So, 9:52 remaining in the game. Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. Joaquin Bird all alone in the backfield. Takes a snap. Takes it himself off the right side. He gets it out across the 35 to the 39-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down. And Todd Bland is down. And we'll have to see what happens as they come and take care of him. He gets up in the pretzel formation as well.
We'll see what the flag is.
There is a penalty on the play as well, right along the near sideline. And he gave the signal for pass interference, but there was no pass on the play. So I'm not exactly sure what he called, unless it was an illegal block in the back. And it's against the Phoenix. It's taking the ball back to the 26-yard line because it's marked from the spot of the foul.
The 26.
So that means it'll be 1st and 9. And the snap. Bird drops a few steps back. Takes a look downfield, and the ball's intercepted at the 45. And across the 35, coming back. Ball's loose. Phoenix fall on it.
But it is a fumble.
Dalton McDermott, I believe, is the one who... Nope, check that. It's not McDermott. It's Noah Miles who fell on the fumble. And the Phoenix will have it 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. They mark it on the 32. Tail of the ball is on the 32.
For the Phoenix.
Just under 8 minutes remaining.
And the fumble, the Phoenix recovered. So 1st and 10 on the 33.
Ultimate goal for the Rough Riders this year is to get back to the national championships. There's a snap. Bird takes it around the left side on his own, and he gets it out to the 40-yard line.
At the 38, we'll say 40-yard line.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Or check that, 2nd and 3. Under 7 minutes remaining. We will have a Phoenix follow-up coming up after this game ends, where we'll cover the various things that happened and look back at the season, real briefly anyway. Bird throws it over the middle. He's got Noah Miles, and Miles gets it out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Tried to shake a couple of defenders, and they were like mosquitoes. He'd get one swatted away, and another would swoop in.
Picks up enough for a first down, and the ball looks like it is on the 47-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Phoenix.
Still running with 6 and some change left. Rough Riders up 44-0. Get back to our sponsors. Thank you.
And the Phoenix come up to the line. Demetrius Bennett split out wide to the left. Bird keeps it himself. He flips that one. It goes backwards and out of bounds. And that's going to be spotted way back at the 34-yard line. Bird was in trouble from the moment that was snapped. All right, so 3rd down and Mondovi. Coming up on the 5-minute mark remaining in the game. Phoenix at the line. Bird takes it, drops back, 3-step, 5-step drop. Rolling to his left, looks downfield, and it falls incomplete. That pass was intended, I believe, for Alex Tompkins, but I'm not sure who that was.
Ball falls incomplete. Clock is running at 4 and some change. Rough Riders.
And I'm looking.
Phoenix 0.
And I can't see his number. Oh, Demetrius Bennett.
Timeout called by the Chippewa Valley Phoenix.
And the Phoenix call timeout. So with timeout on the field, it's Rough Riders 44, Phoenix nothing on NLWN 2.
Soar like the Phoenix. Whether it's t-shirts, sweatshirts, headgear, accessories, or much more, you can find it at the Phoenix Team Store. Just go to www.tvivmn.chipley.com and you'll find all the latest in Chippewa Valley Phoenix apparel. Show how you're ready to soar with the Phoenix at the Phoenix Team Store.
Really important. Thank you.
3rd down and a long ways to go for the Phoenix. They're back at the 34-yard line of their own after that errant flip by Joaquin Bird. Bird drops back, looking downfield, fires it, and it's intercepted. Coming back across the 50 to the 45 to the 30, 20, 10. And he got to the pylon. I think they're going to mark it as in. Let's see where the official says he stepped out. They're going to mark him out of bounds on the 1 again. They're going to mark him out of bounds on the 1 yard line. I thought he took out the pylon. Armar Liggins on the interception. So it's going to be first and goal from the 1 yard line. And the clock is running because we are in running time. I don't think anybody's in too much of a hurry to pile up the score here. And the ball is still rolling around out there. Now they get it to the official as they're going to put it on the 1, I think. The one official wanted to set it on the 3. And they did put it on the 2. Rough Riders up to the line.
Ball on the 2 yard line. And
Kari Dorsey at quarterback.
line for the Rough Riders.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark. There's a snap, and we have a penalty marker flying. I think the Phoenix jumped offside. Nope. Illegal procedure being called against the Rough Riders. It's going to move it back to the 7-yard line. First and goal from the 7.
Takes back the Rough Riders to the 7-yard line, and the clock is running.
And this should, let's see if they give us a 2-minute warning. They're not going to. Rough Riders up to the line of scrimmage. Kari Dorsey waits for the snap. He gives it to Nelson. Nelson straight up. He got it down to about the 5, maybe 4-yard line. Now they're going to mark it on the 2. Monte Nelson on the carry. And the Rough Riders come up to the line.
River City Rough Riders, and a big thank you for the support of the River City Rough Rider fans.
Dorsey takes the ball, rolls to his left, turns it up and into the end zone with 50 seconds remaining. Kari Dorsey takes the ball into the end zone.
2-0 with 40 seconds left in the game.
And the clock is still running. They may not even get the extra point attempt off here. The score right now is 50-0. Rough Riders with a fairly decisive win over the Phoenix. They move the ball back to the 15-yard line as the Rough Riders are going to attempt to kick. I don't think they're even going to get the kick away. Jalonzo Jackson hasn't even kneeled down, and that's the game. So the final score of tonight's game is the River City Rough Riders 50, Chippewa Valley Phoenix 0. And we'll be back with Phoenix follow-up right after this quick timeout on NLWN TV.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
You've been tuned to Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football Live on NLWN2 and the Northern Light Webcasting Network. This has been presented for the private entertainment of the tuned-in audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or reproduction, in part or in whole, in any form, without the express written consent of the Northern Light Webcasting Network, LLC, and the Chippewa Valley Phoenix, is strictly prohibited. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Phoenix Follow-Up, with a look back at today's game.
Colfax High School football action is coming your way on NLWN2. Coming up on Friday, August 23rd, the Colfax Vikings will travel to Whitehall High School to take on the Whitehall North. Coverage begins at 6:40 p.m. with Viking preview. That's live Colfax Viking football on Friday, August 23rd on NLWN2.
Time now for Phoenix Follow-Up, with a look back at today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix game. And now, back out to the stadium for Phoenix Follow-Up.
Well, we're back here at Paul Giel Field in Winona, and it's time now for Phoenix Follow-Up, and we don't have much good news for you here on Phoenix Follow-Up today, as the Phoenix have concluded their season with a 50-0 defeat at the hands of the River City Rough Riders. Rough Riders are 3-0 against the Phoenix this year, and all have been fairly one-sided. Taking a look at the scoring opportunities today, first one was a 13-yard run by Demetrius Clay with 2:04 remaining in the first quarter, making it 6-0. Then there was a 65-yard punt return by Javante Davis to make it 13-0. 5-yard run in the second quarter by Monte Nelson with 4:18 remaining, made it 20-0. And then a 38-yard pass from Kari Dorsey to Malik Davison with 2:29 remaining, made it 26-0. That was the score at halftime. Then in the second half, 15-yard run by Demetrius Clay with 9:40 to go in the third quarter, made it 32-0. Then a 1-yard run by Kari Dorsey with 4:47 remaining in the quarter, made it 38-0. At that point, we went to running time, and into the fourth quarter, a 5-yard pass from Alex Benson to Malik Davison with 13:50 remaining, made it 44-0. And then right at the end of the game here with 50 seconds remaining, Kari Dorsey took it in from 2 yards out to make the final score. Rough Riders 50 and the Phoenix nothing. Phoenix were a first-year team this year, and one of their goals was to make it to the playoffs, and they did do that. They accomplished that goal. They finished the season with a winning record. I know that they would like to have had a season with a few less wins via the forfeit route, and they'd much rather have played those games, but you can only play when a team's going to show up, so you can't do much about that. So it's wait till next year. And so that's going to wrap up our Phoenix broadcasts for this year. And on behalf of the NLWN2 and the Northern Light Webcasting Network, I'd like to thank you for joining us this year. And we've got our fingers crossed that we'll be able to do this all again next year. So well, wait a minute. I got to go through a couple other things here. I'm getting lost with all the things. I want to remind you that coming up tomorrow on our sister station, NLWN TV, we bring you the Eau Claire Cavaliers wrapping up their regular league schedule by taking on the Eau Claire Bears from Casper Park in Altoona. Our coverage begins at 12 noon with the In the Dugout show, followed by live play-by-play action. That's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball tomorrow on NLWN TV. NLWN2 is excited to be your home again this season for Colfax Viking football. Our first broadcast will be on Friday, August 23rd, when the Vikings travel to Whitehall High School to take on the Whitehall Norsemen. Coverage begins with Viking pregame at 6:40 on August 23rd on NLWN2. Coming up later this year, the Northern Light Webcasting Network will broadcast our 500th event. Be sure to stay tuned for special announcements and special awards for our loyal viewers. And that's all coming up later this broadcast season on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix football game has been brought to you by C&K Construction, Hy-Vee Grocery in Eau Claire, Menominee Eye & Optical, Midwest Environmental Consultants, Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, Transport Garage in Altoona, Northern Wisconsin State Fair in Chippewa Falls, Olson Solar Energy, the Phoenix Team Store, Roland Machinery, Sammy's Pizza in Eau Claire, Slayton's Technology, Tokyo Japanese Restaurant, and the United States Army, as well as the Visual Identity Vault. Be sure you thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Chippewa Valley Phoenix football on NLWN2. So for Ann Monroe on the computer and Dan Petchow on the camera, this is Rick Olson reminding you that final score once again, River City Rough Riders 50. Phoenix wrap up their season with 0. And you've been tuned to Phoenix Follow-Up on NLWN 2.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ballgame.
Our next game will be on Sunday, July 28th, as the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader from Cinder City Park in Altoona, Wisconsin. Coverage begins with the In the Dugout show at 12 noon, followed by live play-by-play action. That's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on Sunday, July 28th on NLWN TV.
You've been tuned to Phoenix Follow-Up with a look back at today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2.